Hello everyone. It's Friday, March 12th, 2021. It's 7 degrees right now. Would you believe that? A beautiful 7 degrees this morning, Celsius. And this morning I'm over here in Dartmouth. I'm right on the corner of Portland. That way is Alderney, going towards the ferry terminal and all that. And this way is Prince Albert. So I think what I'm going to do today, I'm going to walk down Portland. I'm right on the corner where the big United Church is right here. And we're going to go from here and walk down Portland and take a walk around Dartmouth and try to show you some areas. Anytime I've ever walked through Dartmouth, I've gone straight up Portland. Once I went out Prince Albert briefly. I want to try to cover some better areas today and show you some different parts of Dartmouth that maybe I haven't showed before. And it's such a beautiful day for walking around. It is probably the best day we've had for doing a video in a long time. Because most days it's kind of chilly. I'm in my bare hands today, see? I don't even have my gloves on now. Don't need them. It's warm out. Well, I'm just going to stand here and be a good person and obey my traffic signs. And got a little bit of a breeze, but I don't think it'll bother me too much. I just looking at my microphone there, it kind of slipped inside my pocket a little bit, so kind of keep an eye on that. Hopefully it don't. If it goes too far, I'll have to do something with it, but I think I'm all right. It's right there. So maybe I'll unzip my pocket a little. Maybe that's restricting it. Hopefully that's all it is. Okay, there. We'll leave it at that. Sorry for the noise. It must have made a noise when I handled it. Okay. Just waiting for a walk signal and we'll head through here. Okay, off a minute, let's go. Get across this intersection before I get run over or something here. Okay, heading down Portland. Now that road right over there is Alderney, but it circles around. So if I walk straight down Portland, I will come to Alderney. That's just like a big circle, and then goes back around and goes the same direction as the end of Portland into Alderney. Okay, kind of a little weird thing there. All right. So let's see, what do we want to do today? We'll walk down through town, and then we'll maybe take some side streets or something and explore Dartmouth in a little better detail. So I was out yesterday, did a video over in Halifax, and I thought this morning, we'd just explore Dartmouth a little bit better, and because we don't cover it all that often. And Dartmouth is a city too, although it's part of Halifax. It was a separate city at one time, and it don't get as much coverage as Halifax does. But every once in a while, a YouTuber such as myself will come here and do a video. So we'll try to make it more popular if we can, and do more videos here in Dartmouth as well. Got a little breeze blowing here, but I don't think if it gets too rough, I'll just kind of cup my hands in front of my mic, and I should be all right. It seems to work for me pretty good. So I hope you're enjoying this beautiful Sunday morning, wherever you are, Halifax, Dartmouth, up the valley, Truro, wherever you are. Hope you're enjoying this beautiful morning. I think it's about 9 a.m., 9:30 maybe, something like that. in the morning, so the streets are still a little bit quiet. But with the beautiful sunshine, I would expect people will want to get up today and get out and do some walking. Yep, it's very, very quiet. The only noise on the street is me. No, we can't have that. We're going to have more noise than that. Last time I walked down the Portland Street in Dartmouth, somewhere right around here, I was going the opposite direction. And I just look up this way a little bit here, see what's happening up here. I guess not a whole lot, just see what street this is. I'm looking for street signs, but I don't see one on this intersection. So anyways, last time I walked down the street, somewhere right around here, and I met a guy, and he, just as he got right to me, he jumped right out in front of me and he waved his arms all around and hollered. I guess he wanted to be on my video. Yeah, don't have that happen very often, but it happened once here in Dartmouth. So maybe what I'll do, maybe get in the mood, not sure. I kind of just go by impulse. I got no plans where I'm going to go today. Want to take a look at the guitars in the window here? Let's see, what they got? They got fake Strat for $100. Got a Samick for $250. Got a Washburn bass, a 6-string bass for $400. Got an Epiphone, Gibson Epiphone for $200. What else I got? Not much. Not much. All fairly cheap. Quite cheap. Cheap guitars. Oh well. I bought things in pawn shops before and got good buys on them. Depends on where you are and what's in there at the time you're looking. Sometimes they're willing to deal with you. If they want $400, you can say, I'll give you $400 and no tax, and they'll usually take your deal. I've done that twice. I bought amplifiers, and they had $400 price on it. Well, both of them, $400. They're worth quite a bit more. I said, I'll give you $400 cash right now, no tax. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. And I said, okay, I'm gone. Bye. I got to the door, and the guy said, wait, come back. I think we can do that. And $400 no tax. It's a pretty good deal on $400 because that, I don't know what the rate was right then. It probably was 15. If it was 15, yeah, 40, 50, that's $55. So that's pretty good. So Portland has kind of got like a hump right there, and you come up over the hump and then you're walking downhill again towards the water. We might just take a walk down. It's nice and warm today. Let's go down where the ferry comes in. We'll walk out by the water, look across the harbor at the city and see what else is going on down there. I know there's some renovations going on for the Dartmouth side ferry terminal. So hopefully when they're all done, that's going to look pretty good. They're giving it a new facelift. I can't wait to see it. It's going to look pretty good when it's done. This is the only place in the whole city I know of where they left the sidewalk thing out here all winter. Usually where it goes out around the patio, they take that up in the fall and for snow clearing and stuff. And that one's been there all winter. For some reason, I don't know. I haven't seen any more like that, but maybe. The only one in Dartmouth that I know of. Well, if I had more time, I'd go over to the city today, but I can't. I got an appointment with my dentist at 4 o'clock, so I have to be home early enough to make sure I'm there on time. And I don't think I want to arrive at 4, so probably I'll leave home about 3:30 and drive up there, and I'll be there by 3:45. That gives me enough time to do my paperwork and things before they're ready to start poking and prodding at my gums. So, yeah, so I'll probably try to be home early, but I got some time. I got a bit of spare time here this morning. I'm in no big hurry. It's still early. Yeah, I'm kind of shooting for being home around 12 o'clock for noon, and I can have some lunch before I get into that. Well, you can see Halifax off in the distance. We'll walk right over to the water, and if you use my zoom lens and zoom up a little bit on the city and have a look at it from over here. If we're lucky, maybe the train will come by while we're here. I see it's down the track. I see the engine down the track there, but if we're lucky, maybe he'll come by while we're here. I think he is moving. So I'll just stick around here and see if we got any cars on that, or if it's just an engine. Looks like it's moving, but maybe not. No, I think it stopped. Okay, we'll continue on. I like trains. Most people like trains, don't they? I used to take the train a lot when I was younger. Been to Ontario 2 or 3 times on a train, and came into Halifax a few times on the train, and Montreal. But now trains just don't seem to be the thing anymore. I don't even know how often a train goes from here. I got a feeling they're not that often, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they do. Maybe they still go every day from Montreal. For all I know, they could. I don't know. Be nice to take a train ride though before they're finally done away with for good. But you never know how things will go. Just because something's not popular for a while, it could suddenly become the new thing again, and everybody wants to travel by train. So you don't know. Well, I'm going to come over here by the water and look right out over here, and we'll pull our zoom up, and it's kind of hazy day here. Then we'll see what we can see here in Halifax from Dartmouth. All right, here we go. We'll try the zoom here and see how it works. Not bad. That's maxed out right there. That's as much zoom as I got. I got the sunshine on my screen, so I hit my tracker just a second here. There we go. Now I can move it around. Now look up at the bridge. There's a pretty good view of Halifax from over here. Yeah. It's hard to see in my screen because the sun, I can see myself in my reflection in the screen better than I can see what's in front of me. All right, so we'll bring our zoom back in. Wow, I'm having a hard job to see. I hope I'm focused all right on the city because there's such a reflection from the sun. We'll go this way. I can see this way a little better. So let's walk through the park area here. So, and anyways, if anybody gets off the ferry here and you don't know where you're going in Dartmouth, get off the ferry, come through the gates and turn right. Come down and take that exit, and there's a park right here. You can bring your kids. There's stuff for kids to play on here a little bit, and there's seats to sit down here, look out over the water. I used to come here last summer a lot and sit in these benches, and in the ferry terminal there's a Tim Hortons. You can get a coffee, come out here, sit on the bench, and look out over at the city. Watch the boats go by in the harbor. Nice way to pass an hour or two in the summer and haven't got anything to do. Even today it's not bad. It's a little breeze here. You need a jacket on, and I just got a thin jacket on today. I got my hockey sweater on underneath of it, so it's not cold. But this little jacket is very thin, but I think it's enough. And I'm even going without my gloves today. I have them in my backpack. If my hands get cold, I can take them out. But I don't think I'm going to need them. It looks pretty good right now, and it's going to get warmer. It's supposed to hit 11 today, I believe I heard. And we're around 7 degrees right now. Let's just walk down in here and look at this area. On a beautiful sunny day, looking out over the ocean, and I was going to say there's green grass, but it's more like brown grass. It haven't got green yet. We hope soon. And what better way to spend the day than walking around in a park, looking out over the ocean. And we'll walk right around this thing. It's just a narrow little pathway around the back. And I just discovered something. This side of the building, there's no wind. So if I'm right here looking out, I don't feel a drop of wind. So it's really nice right here. But if I get too close to the corner and somebody walks around the corner, I'll scare them half to death. So I better not stand here too long. Quite the reflection on the water out there. So this is absolutely beautiful. We love walking around out here and making this video for you folks. And as I say in a lot of my videos, there's a lot of people watch these walking videos who can't get out. They're home and maybe recovering from some surgery or mobility problems or something like that. And if you're one of those people, well, you'll probably enjoy this video since we're right down here by the water, looking out over the water and enjoying nature, the sun shining, a little bit of breeze blowing. And you will really love this video because I can only imagine it would be comforting if you're not able to get out yourself and enjoy this. It's a little taste of nature. I can't wait until the leaves start coming out on these trees here. Don't see any buds on that one yet, but some of them, I have seen some buds. They haven't been doing anything, but there is some buds on some of the trees. And that's an encouraging sign when you see buds. That means you're not too far from spring. Let's walk in through here. This is one of those soft, spongy areas you can walk on. It gives when you step on it. So kind of nice. So if the kids are playing in there and they fall, they won't skin their knees up and bang their head and all that stuff. So it's very nice to walk on. I wish they made the sidewalks out of this stuff. That would be really great if they made the sidewalks out of that. Can you just imagine walking down the road and the sidewalks all spongy? Hello.
What are you doing, bud?
Not bad.
What are you doing?
Making a video.
Oh yeah, just Dartmouth area. Is that what you're doing?
No, this just goes on YouTube.
Yeah, you know, I
Yeah.
heard about YouTube.
Yeah.
How's that going for you?
It's not bad. I got a little over 50 videos on there right now.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
So what is this, like the general?
Yeah, I do videos of around Halifax area.
Okay.
Yeah, and
What's your channel? What's it called?
Halifax Walker.
Halifax Walker. So you just like do trails and?
Oh, everything, yeah, trails and city streets and.
Yeah. What do you make off that?
Well, you gotta have enough subscribers to do ads before you make any money. So you're gonna work the first year or two free.
Oh, is that right?
So I'm still in my infant stages. I've got almost 300 subscribers.
No, that's not bad.
You need about 1,000 to get doing
Actually
anything.
get the
Yeah.
check coming to you.
You got to get ads on there and stuff, and so I'm retired, so I'm doing it
I
for.
can tell you're an old fella doing this. This is like a young person's game, bud.
This is a young guy's game, but it keeps me exercised because a lot of days I put on 10, 12, 13 kilometers, and
Is that right? Okay, well, good for you, bud.
it keeps me in
I was
shape.
thinking about, trying something.
Yeah.
YouTube channel, maybe. Who knows? I might do something.
Oh,
like I
yeah.
said, I may look you up. See
I'm
what
good.
you're doing.
Yeah, look it up, Halifax Walker.
Halifax Walker.
Yeah, I'm thinking about starting another channel doing reviews on musical gear.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Musical gear.
Yeah, I got a ton of stuff.
So that's
on.
one of those sensor ones. If you move it
Yeah,
around.
you can
Yeah, man.
tip it. You can walk and it won't shake when you're walking. It'll just stay steady and
It stays focused.
yeah. And I can zoom right on that button right there. If I want to zoom up, I can just I just push that button and zoom right in.
Oh,
It's all
okay.
control with the thumb. Yeah.
How much one of those costs probably on Amazon?
My son bought me this in July for my birthday, and that's when I started doing videos. Was July.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think they're a couple of $100 maybe, or something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, good
Yep.
for you, bud.
Yeah.
have
Get
a
into
great
it.
day,
You'll
man.
enjoy it. Once you start, you
I'll
won't.
look your website up.
Yeah. You watch a few other people doing it, and the first thing you know, you get on to how to do it. And I didn't know I could think of something to talk about when I first started doing this. And my first one I did, I was nonstop talking. I said, I can do that.
Oh, for sure. Especially if you make money out of it.
Yeah. Take care.
You too, bud.
All right, let's see. That's one of the things I like about Halifax. You never, oops, I think I'm on my tracker on again here, just a second here. Till we disengage that. There, I think I'm back on track here. Maybe. Okay, let's try centering it. There, okay, good to go. Hey, that's one, as I was saying, that's one of the things I love about Halifax. You run into people all the time and they're friendly, and they want to know what you're doing, you tell them in a nice way and turns into a good conversation, and who knows, maybe that's the next big thing in YouTube, the guy I just met. He'll be all inspired to start doing this. That's how I got inspired. I was watching other YouTubers do this, and I said, I think I could do that. And so I expressed my interest in this, and on my birthday last year, my son got me a gimbal for my birthday, and that was it. I was off and running. That was it. I love doing it now. I can't stop. If I have to stay home a day, I'm like, oh, I hope the weather's good tomorrow so I can get out, do a video. So, anyways, I just spend a little bit of time on this little park area right here by the ferry terminal. I would love to see it improved a bit and just get a little bit better, but it's still not bad. It's a great little place to take kids if you come over here, and If you want to get out of the city for a day or half a day, jump on the ferry, come across here, and the park's right here where you get off the ferry. So, it's pretty good. Well, let's see. I think we'll walk through the ferry terminal. How's that sound? That sound like fun? All right, we'll walk through the ferry terminal, and we'll come out the upper end. And that means I got to put my mask on though. Which is in the pocket where my microphone is. This could be a problem, but we'll see if I can get it out of there. If I can get it out, I will. And we'll walk through I don't know if I can or not, without disturbing my mic. We'll try. There. I hope that didn't make too much noise when I pulled that out. If it did, it's my fault. But at least I thought of my mask. I have a really cool mask. I know nowadays everybody's got 2 or 3 masks, maybe more, but I want to show you my mask, okay? And tell me if this isn't a cool mask. Did you like that? That's my Bob Marley mask. And I am a Bob Marley fan. I like Bob Marley's music. And I have my favorite songs, but in fact I have a DVD disc with one of his concerts on it, but you can get them all on YouTube anyway now. So I'm going to walk right through here with my gimbal going, and we'll just walk through the terminal. I don't think anybody will mind if I just walk through here and do a little video. I don't think you'll mind that. So I'll show you the stuff that's in here. If you ever come into the ferry terminal here on like a Saturday, I don't know about now, but there was a market in here. I doubt if it is now because of COVID. But there used to be a farm market up in here, and like crafts and things too, and vendors and all that kind of stuff in here in the summer. I think in the winter too, but I doubt if it's here anymore now because of COVID. But it was, and here's some of the stuff that's here. Theater, library is still here, and retail shops and restaurant and parking lot. So there's some of the things that are in here. And there's 2 sets of public washrooms here. So if you come in the upper end, the one I'm at now, there's washrooms here. And they also have them down on the other end of the terminal. They're in both ends. Okay, so just letting you know what's here. And they have ATM in here. And you see, a Tim Hortons Express. That means you can only buy drinks. You can't buy food, you can't buy a donut, you can't buy anything but coffee and tea, hot chocolate, and I think pop. If I'm a little muffled, it's because I have my mask on. So we'll take a little walk through the terminal here. Might as well. We're in here. I'm trying to show you different things in Dartmouth today than what I normally do. And there are other ways up and down here. You can take let's ride the escalator. I usually walk because, you know, us old guys, we like to get our exercise. So, but we will take the escalator today, just so you can ride the escalator with me. I'm gonna pull my mask down a little bit. I gotta cheat a little bit because I can talk better without the mask on. But I am in a government building, so if they catch me with it down, I could get in trouble. Don't tell them. Okay, I'm getting to the top of this escalator. All is good. That's a long escalator. Want to see down it? In case you've never been here, and there goes the ferry just leaving Dartmouth, heading back for Halifax. All right, let's walk through here. They have an area here, like if you buy a coffee from Tim Hortons, you can come up here, and they got some seats. because of COVID, they're spacing, they're not all open, but normally they are. And there's some seats where you can sit down here and you can get Wi-Fi from the Halifax Wi-Fi because the library's here. And you can get on the Wi-Fi and use your phone or your laptop or tablet or whatever you have. This was all new there a couple of years ago. It wasn't like this before. When they fixed it all up here, made a nice place to sit on around here. And down, I want to show you something. If you're in here and you're sitting here and you're lucky when the train goes by, you can look right down on the train track and look right on top of the train when it goes by. A lot of people would never look down on top of the train when it's going by, and that's the yard where they make up the trains over there. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 different parking lines there where they just park the cars and the engine will come in and put a train together and then take it wherever it's going. The guy that runs the engine here, he doesn't really go anywhere. He just takes it to another yard. He's just like a shunt guy. And here's another little escalator, which we will go down. There's no stairs here, so we have no option. You have to take the escalator. And well, that was a nice little tour of the ferry terminal. And the library's right there. That's the Alderney Gate Public Library. And there's a little store in here for things, and they sell transit tickets there as well. That's where a lot of times I buy mine. And okay, let's go out. Back out the doors we go. All right, now I can pull my mask down a little bit. I don't think I need it now. All right, so we are, let's go this way, I guess. We'll go up one more street, but I don't think I want to walk right into the wind for a long time, so, because it's very noisy. We'll go on a side street, and that way we'll avoid the wind. Quite a bit of wind right here. It seems to come in puffs. Right now it's all right. Let me see something I wanted to show you. Not these doors. I'll show you the doors you take. If you ever have to pay a parking ticket or a traffic violation of any kind, which I got a ticket in the winter for parking when they was supposed to remove the snow, this is where you go right in here. 40 Alderney Drive, and there's a town office in there where you pay tickets. So that's probably why I see police cars here a lot. They're probably taking in the tickets to notify the city of traffic violations that they've written out for people. Anyways, I had to go pay a ticket for parking there when they were parked on the street one night when they were removing snow, but I learned my lesson. I'm not going to do that again. It cost me $50. Pay that parking ticket, that snow removal ticket, whatever it's called. And so I don't think I'm going to do that again in a hurry. I learned my lesson after once. So we'll walk up some side streets, because I've never walked around all these side streets in Dartmouth before, and this wind is blowing hard. I hope it's not too loud in the microphone. I'm going to shield it with my hand because it's probably going to make a racket. But once I get off of Alderney, get on a side street, we'll probably be shielded from the wind and things will be better. Let me push the arrow in case it don't stop for me. Okay, we gotta walk. Let's try to get across here if we can. I'll put my mask up for now because I'm meeting some people. And not that they care, they're not wearing anything, so it wouldn't matter to them, I guess, if I have my mask up, since they don't even have one on. All right, let's continue on up the street. And hopefully we can stay out of the wind a bit, because I'm shielding my microphone with my hand, and hopefully that's helping. Well, let me see, we've been 35 minutes. Unbelievable. I don't know where the time goes. I'm always amazed when I'm doing a video how fast the time goes. You can put an hour in and hardly do anything. So we'll walk around downtown today, I guess, just to show you some side streets and things in Dartmouth. And if I see anything interesting, I'll point it out what it is. Otherwise, it's just buildings and streets, and I'll tell you the name of the streets so you can, that might help you a little bit. That's just a dead-end street right there. That doesn't really go anywhere. And it's a dead end up there as well. So, and that is called Edward Street, but it's just a little short street that doesn't really do much. So let's continue on. That building is called Quakerland, and I would imagine there's some history, something to do with the Quakers likely, if you go back far enough in history. You'll probably discover that. I see a couple of dogs coming. They look friendly. You never can tell about dogs, but I think I'll be all right. Hello. And there's a big shaggy dog. All right, those were kind of cute dogs. Okay, this street that goes here, it's in the same direction as Portland. It's called Ochterlony, and it's kind of like a major street. Check out the sign on the United Church here. That's a pretty cool sign, I would say. Yeah. And this would be, I'm trying to see the date. Most churches have a cornerstone that tells the date when they were built. And I would say this was built quite a while ago by the style of it. Always interested in old buildings, and if there's a cornerstone to see when the date is. I didn't see any coming by here. I could be on the wrong side of the building. Anyways, we'll walk down Ochterlony. This is it's kind of a secondary street, but it's the same direction as Portland, as I said. And it's a good walking street. There's not as much on it as there is Portland, but it's still a nice street to take a stroll. I don't even know everything that's on Ochterlony because I don't usually walk up Ochterlony. Anytime I walk, it's on Portland. But I'll explore with you. I know I've been on it before, but I couldn't have really told you much that's on the street. But today we'll see what's here. That over there looks like a heritage site. And that sign looks like an Anglican church, but I think it's a heritage building. judging by the style of it and what it looks like. But maybe we'll explore that and see if it's, it looks like a heritage building. But I could be wrong. It could be a church where they use all the time. But it looks quite old. It looks like a heritage building. No, it's not an Anglican church. I thought it was. It's called Christ Church. Christ Church. That's what it's called. So, yeah, it looks like it's probably still in use as a church. Looks pretty old, but apparently it's still a church. A lot of these older buildings have become historic sites, and they don't tear them down, they just keep them in good shape. And that building right there is called Heritage House, but it's a law office, but it's an old building, I guess, designated as a heritage building, but they got a law office in there and taking good care of the building. The looks of it, some murals on the wall there of some lawyers past. I guess they're meant to be kind of funny, maybe. Okay. So I hope you're enjoying this walk around Dartmouth. This is not a real exciting street, but nevertheless, we're taking a walk on it and seeing what's here. There's an old building right there. I gotta try to find the date on that one. Looks like that piece was added, but the main part of the building itself, I think it's a church as well. Looks kind of like it might be. And I gotta try to find the cornerstone and see when this building was made, because it's very old. It's made out of rocks. For lease. First Baptist Church, and it's for lease. Anybody looking for a church to lease? There you go. If you're an unemployed minister and you're looking for a church, there you go. There's one right there you can lease. I'd like to see the date on it. So far, I haven't seen a date. This is Victoria Road, and Victoria Road in Dartmouth takes you up. If you want to get on the highways, you can go up that way to get on the highways going by here. And I don't see any cornerstones here that will tell me the date, but we'll walk down the side just to see, because that's got to be old with those stones in there in cement instead of cement or bricks or wood, rocks in cement. So that's pretty old. So far, haven't seen a date on anything. And now I'm going right into the sun. You might not get a good view because of the glare from the sun, but I get a little bit. All right, well, I guess we're not going to see a date on that, but we'll come down the street. How's that? That's all right. There's stuff down here too. We'll come down the street. Walk around. We're just doing downtown Dartmouth today, the downtown part of it. Dartmouth is a big area. It goes all the way out to Dartmouth Crossing and a lot of different areas, which I can't cover on foot today, but I'd have to be driving around to cover the whole city, and even then it'd be a quick overview. You have to do it in sections because it takes in a big area. And you could not possibly do Dartmouth justice in 1 hour. It couldn't be done. So we'll show some of it today and some another time. All right, so I just came off of Victoria and now I'm on Queen Street. We'll walk down Queen Street, and Portland is right over there. But we'll just walk on Queen. Well, we're out of the wind down here because this is low. The higher up you go, of course, you get more wind. And down here it's kind of low and kind of quiet. And so we're okay now on the wind. Oh, okay. Thought the guy was turning in here with parallel parking, so we're okay. Here comes the wheelchair transit. Well, there's good advice painted on the side of that wall. Take care. And that right there must be a school, I'm guessing. Don't necessarily mean it's a school, but it kind of looks like a school, I'd say. If I was going to make a guess, I'd say that was a school. But we'll see if we can find out. We'll do a little snooping and see if that's a school. So we'll go right across the street here. And it's a one-way street. This is Irish Town Road. Irish Town Road, it's a one-way street. All traffic goes that way. Now there's your sign. You have to turn right if you come down. Okay, now this looks like a school, and it's well kept, very well kept. It could be a historic building now, it's hard to say, but it sure looks like a school. Greenvale, it says on it. Oh, it's made into apartments. It's called a Greenvale Loft. Oh, this is a nice building, well kept, well maintained. And rentals, yeah, rental information. Oh, would I love to live there? That's a wonderful place. But it might be retirement too. I'm not sure. I don't want to live in a retirement home. I'm too noisy for one of those places. Professionally managed, Paramount, the Loft. Greenvale.com. Okay, the Lofts at Greenvale.com. If you're interested in this place, it looks well kept, well maintained, like nice parking lot for your cars. And I would say it was a school. It has to be with a style like that, but it was well looked after, and it would be a great place to live, I think. Now, I would never be able to manage in a retirement home. They'd kick me out of there. First time I cranked up my amplifiers and made a big racket, I see that wouldn't last long. So I better keep myself in shape if I don't want to wind up in one of those places. And they couldn't put up with me. I'm an easy person to get to be around. I think I'm easygoing, friendly, nice to be around. But I am noisy, and I love my music. And my wife plays as well, so the two of us we can make quite a bit of noise sometimes when we're jamming there in the house. When we were up in Ontario. It's a little different there because each unit had a cement wall between it. It wasn't just wood, and it was like probably it was about 8 or 10 inches thick wall, cement between each apartment. So if you made noise in your place, it wouldn't really make that much noise in the next place. But we used to have, the only thing we didn't have in there was drums, but we had keyboard, bass, and guitar. We had a three-piece band playing in there. We didn't have drums in there. But other than that, we still made quite a bit of noise. And nobody ever said anything. The building never told us to be quiet, or we didn't do it at night. We did it kind of like the afternoon. And if it's like, usually it would be Saturday afternoon. Most people's out shopping. not that many in the building anyways, and you're allowed a certain amount of noise, so that's when we did our jamming on Saturday afternoon. Well, I'm enjoying this nice walk around downtown here. I hardly ever walk on these back streets, and it's really nice. There's a lot of parts to Dartmouth. I gotta try to show you more one day, maybe driving around or something, because it's spread out too far to walk. You can't really walk it. There's a giraffe. Oh, sorry.
All right.
Couple sneaked up on me there. I didn't even know they're behind me. And I was hogging the sidewalk. Well, let's see how we doing here. I've been at this for 51 minutes. Wow, this is amazing. I know what we'll do. Well, Facebook. Guy I knew in Ontario is online, and but I don't have time to I don't want to break up my video here while I to do something else, so I have to stick with this. Yeah, I always get in trouble when I stop my video in the middle. Usually something goes wrong, and it's not a good idea, so it's better to keep it going until I finish. So I thought we'd walk down here, walk through this little park area. I had this in one of my videos not too long ago. Come in here and talked about this railway system they used to have here on a cable system. Railway used to be here. So I won't really cover that in detail today. I might just walk around it here, but I won't bother covering it today because I've showed it once before. And I'm not an expert on it. I just know what I've seen since I've been here. And we've only been here a couple of years or so. But anyway, this was a railway that went down to the waterfront, and it ran on a cable system. And in case you never saw my other video where I was showing this, I'll show you the cable's still here. They got a glass window so you can look in and see it's on a big wheel. And I would imagine that the track went right down this walkway where we're going to walk right now, more than likely. That's probably why we got a wide walkway right here. This would have been the track where it came down right here. And it went right down to the waterfront. Which back in those days, probably was a lot of wooden ships, sails with sails on them coming in here, the harbor, things to be unloaded for the Halifax side and for the Dartmouth side. Back then it was probably two cities, Halifax and Dartmouth. And here's a picture right here to kind of show you what this system looked like. There's a canal and there's a railway, two separate things. They kind of both went the same direction. Okay, here's your this man-made pond located at 65 was the vital water source that powered the Shubenacadie Canal Marine Railway. So that pond right there, the water from that pond powered the cable system that pulled these cars up that track from the water. Now, not quite sure how it all worked, and here's a barge that must have traveled on the canal, I would say. transport across the province in barges, small vessels via the waterway. So the waterway got you across through a spot, I guess, without much water. They had to make a canal to get through there. And there's Dartmouth Cove. And up here, Sullivan's Pond. So there's one of the cars right there with some cargo on it. Shows what they did. I don't know how the cable system worked. I'm not sure how that all worked, but I would say that building right there would be this building that we're looking at right now would be that building. And the cable is wound up in there, and somehow it pulled the cars up and back down. So there's a picture of the car. And I guess the cable must have ran on. Oh, you can see it. If you look real close, you can see the cable going over the top of those wheels and hooked to the car. And there's the exact car right up there on the hill. So quite the invention. And I'll just show you the wheel with the cable on it through this window. There it is right there. That's the cable wheel. Thank you from the Shubenacadie Canal Commission for those who provided time, materials, and financing to make this unique project a success. So maybe when there's no COVID, you can actually go in there and look at things, but right now I don't think you can. But anyways, that's it, the Shubenacadie Canal Railway System. All right, that's an interesting thing to look at out here. And I guess we can step down off of this rock step. They're not too hard to get down off of. Yeah. All right, well, let's go. Okay, we'll go. That car's gonna stop at the stop sign anyways. We'll go. I guess right up to here will probably be our best bet. Look at that Plymouth ferry going there. This street right here will take us over to Portland. And that's my street to get home. And I've been about 1 hour making this video. This has been fun, walking around Dartmouth, looking at some of these things here. And I hope you're having fun with me, because that's the whole idea. To give you something that you might enjoy doing, taking a walk along with me on these streets and looking at things. And it's been great having you along with me for the walk. And hopefully we're going to do another one before long. And I think my next video I'll be making will be on maybe, depends. I'm going to the dentist this afternoon, and depends on how sore I am after that. If I want to go out on Monday, this is Friday, so Monday I might be up to it. We'll see. If not, Tuesday I'm working, so if I don't go Monday, it won't be till Wednesday. That will be my window of opportunity for another video. Will be Wednesday if I don't go on Monday. But it depends. Depends on if I'm sore from my my experience at the dentist, or if I'm not too sore. So yeah, the next street up here is Portland. And what we'll do, we'll walk, we might as well walk a little ways. I got nothing better to do. We just walk along, and I don't have to end this video yet. We got a little more. If my battery starts to go dead, it usually lets me know 15 minutes before it goes dead. Or sometimes 14, something like that. Say low power battery, and then when I look at it, I've got another, 14, 15 minutes. So we should be all right. And I'll keep my mic covered up now because I'm going uphill again. And as you go uphill, more wind. As you get closer to the ocean, more wind. If you're behind nice tall buildings, not so bad. So this would be Pleasant Street we're on right now, and I'm going to take a left on Portland. Now if I cross down here, I wouldn't have to stand around and wait for the traffic. I can just get right across here, and then I can just make I won't have to wait for the light up there at the corner. Now I'm already across. So we'll walk over here to Portland and start making my way home. I'm not sure where I'll turn the video off, but we'll keep it on for a little bit. If you're up for it, I am, okay? And we'll just keep looking at whatever we're seeing around us on the way. Try to keep focused, show you a little bit of sidewalk, a little bit of sky, and everything in between. Right about there, I'd say, is good. So there you go. There's Portland sign and Pleasant Street right there. If you go down that way, that's what they call Eastern Passage down that way. And it'll take you down to CFB Shearwater Base. And there's a few other things down that way that are interesting. And there's some tourist stuff down there where I'm going to go one day, but I'm waiting for it to get a little warmer. Because sometimes the tourist areas, they look a little boring if there's no tourists, or there's nobody down there. Like with this COVID, there's not too many people the best of times, but you take a nice warm summer day, there's an area down there that's got a bunch of tourist stuff and a boardwalk and some places to buy food and ice cream, and one day we'll go there and do a little tour, do some eating and spend a couple hours down there one day. But I'm waiting for the warm weather, and I got a lot of other ideas too in the surrounding areas around Halifax, not just in the city. Once it gets warmer, I'm going to go drive to other little communities and then walk around there and show you what they look like. It's all uphill from here. You can get a pretty good workout if you walk fast from here to the top of the hill. But I don't need to walk fast today because I'm doing my video, and I'm enjoying this time just walking along talking, and I hope you are too. And when I do get to the end of the video, if you like watching these videos, just push that like button. It don't take much energy, and I'll know you liked it, enjoyed it. If I see all these likes on there, that's great. That's encouragement for me that I'm doing a good job and you enjoy these. So far, I haven't got a don't like on a video yet. If there is, I haven't found it. Not everybody pushes the like button, but nobody has pushed the thumbs down one. Not one video, not one comment, nothing about they don't like my video. So I can assume that even if you don't push the like button, you probably liked it anyways. But push that button, just push that like button and let me know. And there's a comment section there. You can hit that comment and make a comment and tell me how you enjoy these videos, and let me know if you're a person that can't get out and you're sitting in your house and nothing to do and you're watching these videos, and it's great. It's like you're out walking because they take you down the sidewalk and talk, and if you're a person that can't get out, mobility problems or whatever, you're stuck in the house, you can't go anywhere, let me know, okay? And I'll give you a special shout there when I'm making a video, just especially for you. And I hope it brightens your day a little bit and you enjoy these walks. And it'd be nice to know if there is people like that out there. So keep it in mind. Let me know if you're one of those people. And for those people that's thinking about coming to Halifax, Dartmouth area, I can't tell you enough about it that's nice. There's nothing bad to say. It's all good. It's a beautiful place here. It's a wonderful place. And if you're a health-conscious person, if you walk around here very long, you'll soon get into shape because there's a lot of hills. And walking uphill is good for you. So you'll get your exercise. However, if you're riding a bicycle, if you're not used to pedaling up these hills, you may end up pushing it quite a bit of the time. And I would suggest anybody buying a bicycle in Halifax, get one of those electric bicycles that you can pedal it if you want to, or you can have a battery assist going up the hills, or you can just run on the battery going up the hills. Get yourself one of those. I had a bicycle and I used it in Ontario. When I came here, I never took it out once because a few years ago I had some stuff in the back of a trailer. I was a truck driver and I had some freight and pallets and stuff all over on me. And I got 4 screws in my left knee. And pedaling a bicycle uphill would be out for me. I can walk really good and I can walk long distances. It don't bother me, but I wouldn't be able to pedal a bicycle up these hills. So if I ever get a bicycle, it's going to be an electric one. So I can pedal on the level of the downhill and I can use my motor going up the hill. I wouldn't rule it out. Maybe I'll get one. Not this year, but maybe in a year or two, depending. I have a few things I have to pay this year, so I don't think I can get one of those this year, but who knows, maybe next year. Well, we're almost halfway up this hill. I walk this a lot. I walk this hill. Not every day, because if I go over the city, I take the bus. There's one bus comes by here, down Portland. It'll drop you right off at the Scotia Square. So a lot of times if I leave home just at the right time, I can catch that bus. It'll drop me right off at Scotia Square. I don't have to get on any other bus. And that's what I like doing when I'm going over the city. I just get on that bus and they let me off there. And I'll tell you how I start my day if I go over to Halifax, just to spend the day, maybe shoot a video. I get off at Scotia Square, go up in the food court, usually get a coffee and a muffin, and put on my headphones, listen to some music while I'm having coffee and my muffin, and spend about an hour there. Then I set up my phone on my gimbal and make my plans for where I'm going to go do a video. And then I go out and go do my video. And that's how I start my day when I go over the city. Well, a bit of a level right here before the next hill. We're up that one. Then we got one more steep hill. Let's see how long is this going here. I've been an hour and 10 minutes. But I might as well keep it going. So, for a little bit anyways. If I can make it to the top of the hill, there's a little park that I walk through on my way home. And I'll walk into that park and I'll stop my video there. Okay, if I make it that far without the batteries going dead. I see a girl come with a little doggy, so I'll walk on this side to give her room. Give her room for the dog. Cute little dog. The dog looked right at me like, Maybe he was thinking, not enough meat on those bones. What do you think? You thinking that? I don't think so. Well, it's been a wonderful day today walking around here. The sun was out, but now it's kind of hazy again and kind of cloudy, but that could be fog up there too, drifted in. But could be clouds. It looks like there's fog too. And well, we're getting there. The warm weather is just around the corner. We'll be in the warm weather before we know it. It seems like the last year went so fast. I remember walking down this hill the first day the leaves were coming out and commenting on the leaves. And that year went so fast. Here we are again now. It's almost time for the leaves to pop out again. We're not there yet, but won't be long. See, there's the bus that goes to Scotia Square. 61. Bus 61 takes you right over. I don't know how far up it goes, where it turns. Could be Woodlawn area maybe. There's a little bus turnaround up there. They do go farther. They go up to Coal Harbour, I know that. I've never taken the bus beyond. Just a little beyond where I usually get off. There's McDonald's up there and some stuff like that. I've taken it that far. And then that's it. I don't really know how far you can take a bus before there's no more city buses. Not sure. I do know you can go to Coal Harbour on a bus. Anyways. That tire place across the road, that was empty for quite a while. It was a garage, and then it was nobody there, and then these guys took it over, and they do a great job. And they're fast. I went in there once to get 4 tires put on, and I wasn't even in there an hour, and it was all done. And I was on my way. Like, it was wonderful. So they got me for as long as I want to get tires there. As long as they're there, that's where I'll probably go, because they're handy. Like 5-minute drive from here to my house, maybe less. Now I can probably drive there in 2 minutes. Walking it, I'm probably talking 15 minutes from here, but I could drive it in a couple of minutes. I don't think I ever walked all the way up in the daylight before with my recording on. I did it at night once. Did a night walk up here pretty well all the way home. But this is the first day walk. So it may look a little different today. Okay, watch out, my phone don't get aimed too high here. It's nice to be able to see the sidewalk and the sky. If you can do both, it's good. If it gets too high, then you can't see the sidewalk and not so good. All right, battery may stop. I'm getting into the low battery area, but I can make it to the park because I've had enough experience with that battery sign. I've got about 14 minutes left on my battery. So I'm going to walk to the park and we'll stop in somewhere in the middle of the park and sign off, okay? This is the bottle exchange place right here, and they do a big business. A lot of people, almost any time you go by here, somebody's coming in here with bottles. And I save mine up until I got a couple of bags, then I carry them down. All right, here's a little park. Not really, I wouldn't call it much of a park. It's a little park. There's some slides over there for kids and things like that. And there's a lake here. There's usually ducks around here, but it froze over, so I don't know where the ducks go when the lake's froze. I'm not sure. I'm sure they're right around here somewhere, probably in that marsh area. They're probably just hunkered down there, waiting for the ice to go out so they can get back into the water, more than likely. And they produce their young right here. Probably the marsh area over there. That's probably where they are. So I'm in this little park. You can see there's people bring their kids over here to play. And there goes a big load of cans, 2 of them, for the bottle exchange. And anyway, we got a little plaza right there in the corner with a walk-in doctor's office and a drugstore. There's a restaurant right there that sells Middle Eastern food. And you got a garage right there that does body work as well as mechanic work. And right there's our little variety store. And he also has food in there, which is really good. I bought his fish and chips before, and they're excellent. All right, if you like this video and you want to see more videos, hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button, and that little bell will notify you if I make another video. So just tap that little notification bell and you won't miss a thing that I put out, okay? On that note, you have a wonderful day. Until next time, bye for now.